Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hatton. Hey, I wanted to get back to you guys. I haven't talked to you in about a week, so I thought I would just do another video and have a little chat with you guys, see where you are. Of course, I don't know where you are, but tell you a little bit about where I am, maybe predict a little bit about where you are, and see if we can't get ourselves ready for the rest of the time that we are not going to be in school. First of all, I just want to apologize for the quality of the video. I am not able to use my regular camera right now, but that will change and the quality of the video will improve. Okay? I just want to start by saying, if you haven't already heard, we are not going to be going back to school for the rest of this year. And I know that for most of you, that's probably making you pretty sad. I know it's making me sad to think about having to stay at home, stay inside, no playground, no PE, no music, no computers, and have to deal with that for the rest of this really sad time, really. It's been difficult on all of us. I won't lie, it's been difficult on my wife and I as well. But we are doing the things that we need to do to make things work. And that includes making some changes of how we normally do things. I don't know where you guys are. Are you guys playing video games all day? Or are you sleeping a lot more? Are you just hanging out in your room and listening to music more? If those are the kinds of things you find yourself doing, it's probably time for you to make an adjustment. I'm sure some of you have your parents saying that to you already, but and I believe that as well. Not only because I agree with your parents, but because that's the experience I'm having as well. So I have spent a lot more time sleeping. I've spent a lot of time watching television, more than I normally do. Yes, I've been making videos and I've been preparing to teach to you, but I found that doing these things can make you a little bit more depressed. And so I decided I need to make some changes. And if you guys are in the same situation that I'm in, you probably need to make some changes as well. So if you find yourself just doing one thing all day long, it's time to mix things up. One thing that I've been doing is I've been reading a book. I've been reading this book right here. It's called An East End Life, 1935 to 1960. You see that guy right there? That guy right there is my father. And that's my Uncle Jim right there. This is my grandfather. And they're holding cricket bats. And my dad actually wrote this book. And it's not a small book. Let me just flip through the pages here, just to give you an idea. Can you see? I gotta hold it up higher, it looks like. So you can see all those pages. And it's actually over 100 pages long. What is it? It's about my dad's life from the time he was born until 1960 when he was 35 years old. And that's actually the time that he lived in England. And the reason why I'm reading his book is because I want to start writing my own autobiography. That's called an autobiography, by the way. That means a book that you write about yourself. And that's what my dad did. We're really lucky that he did that because he's actually the first American in our family. It's kind of nice to be able to see what it was like for the first person who decided to move to America in our family. And I want to write about what it's like to be a first generation American and the first in my family to graduate from college. the first in my family to be a teacher. A lot of firsts, and so I'm really excited about writing. So that's one of the things that I've decided to do during this time. Instead of sleeping all the time and watching movies all the time or TV shows all the time, I'm going to break things up now. And so that's one of the things that I'm doing. I'm also going to be in my backyard more. I'll show you some video of the kinds of things that I'm doing in my backyard, cleaning things up, finding areas where I can dig up the weeds and maybe clean things up a bit more so that my yard looks a little bit more attractive than it does now. That's another thing that I'm trying to do. I'm also learning a lot about teaching online, and I'm learning how to use these videos, for example. I'm learning how to what the best video to use is. For example, what I'm using right now is definitely not the best, and I will start using my camera for most of the things that I do. In fact, it probably would have been better for me to use my phone. So the phone quality seems to be a little bit better than this. And that's one of the great advantages for you guys, is if you decide that you want to do videos, you can use your phone. And there's a program that you can go to called Splice, where you can put all of your videos together in one video and put them all together. I'm hoping that that's something that you guys will do. I would love to see your Splice videos of the kinds of things that you're doing around your house. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be creating videos showing you the things that I'm doing around my house. For example, today we did a lot of cleanup. Tomorrow we're actually going to be making those face masks so that we have those available for us. So those are the kinds of things that I really recommend that you try to think about. I'm not saying you have to do exactly what I'm doing, but at least take it into consideration, because the more different things you're doing throughout the day, the better it's going to be for you. If you only do one thing all day long and that's it, you're going to find yourself sinking into a kind of blah, and you're not going to like it. And that happens when you do the same thing over and over and over again all days. And I'm mostly, all day long rather, I should say. And I'm mostly talking about video games or watching TV all day long or watching movies all day long, Netflix, for example. So I really encourage you to take that into consideration. The next thing I want to tell you is there's going to be a little bit of a shift in how you are going to be working at home and how much you're going to be hearing from me. For example, this week, if you haven't already, you're going to receive a phone call from the district. And I believe it's going to be directly from Pueblo del Sol. And they're going to tell you that you're going to be receiving a Chromebook. For every student who is in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they will get their own Chromebook. Now, if you have any siblings and you are in kindergarten through 5th grade, then you will receive one Chromebook per family. What does that mean? If you have 3 students in your family who are in kindergarten through 5th grade, you're going to have to share a computer with them. Okay? So that's going to make things a little bit tricky as far as how we are going to work together and how we're going to schedule things. Because if you have siblings, it's going to make it tougher for you to make sure that you're online during the times that I would like you to be online. However, I will be making videos so that you can look at them later if you need to. So, with that in mind, you can really start to see a shift probably starting this week in the way that we are learning. I'm going to show you a schedule. I'm going to show you what the expectations will be for you to be working. And it is going to change things a little bit. But this is how we're going to complete fourth grade to make sure that you are ready for fifth grade. If we don't do this, then you won't be ready for fifth grade. And that would be disappointing. Let me see what else I have here. Okay, so the last thing I really need to talk to you about is exercise. If you guys aren't getting exercise, you need to start doing that. I'm not talking about getting out of the house. I'm talking about finding a YouTube video where they do exercise, where they jump up and down and maybe run around a little bit, and do that for at least 30 minutes a day. My wife and I have started doing this. We do go on walks in our neighborhood, but I go with my face mask on because I don't want to make sure that I don't get COVID-19. And if I have it, which I don't know if I do, none of us really know if we have it. I don't want to pass it on to somebody else. So I'm always wearing a face mask when I leave my home. And so it's considered safe to walk in your neighborhood as long as you're staying away from other people. Obviously, it's best if you do this exercise with your parents, if you can. However, there's an easy way to do it at home. You can just go to YouTube and find a 30-minute kids exercising video. Just put that in YouTube. Go to youtube.com and put 30-minute kids exercising. Just type that in and see what they come up with. And try that one. Remember, you have to do it. You can't just sit on the couch and watch it. You actually have to get up and do it. Okay? And what's the last thing I wanted to say? Oh, because remember, you are not exercising like you normally would at school. Believe it or not, playing on the playground was a form of exercise. That's why they have all that playground equipment out there, is so that you can exercise, you can work those muscles, you can run and get that heartbeat going. But sitting at home, you don't get that. So you want to make sure that you get that heartbeat going faster, as if you were going to recess. And remember, you had recess for 10 minutes where you ran around during that time. And then at lunchtime, you had recess for another 15 to 20 minutes. So that's about 30 minutes a day. You could break it up into 2 15-minute sessions if you want. But I really, really encourage you to try and do as much exercise as you can. Well, that's about it. You'll be seeing different kinds of videos from me throughout the week. However, every once in a while, I'm going to try and do a video like this so that, we can think about mental health. Because we really want to make sure that our mental health is in the right place as well. And that's something that we all have to work on. It's something your brothers and sisters have to work on, your cousins, your moms and your dads, your grandparents. This can be a very difficult time for everyone. And we have to be aware of that. So if somebody seems upset, ask them, hey, I'm here to listen to you. Talk to me. Okay? That's what my wife and I do with each other. And that's what I do with my son. But I communicate with my son on FaceTime. I've only actually seen him in person 2 times in the last 3 weeks because we're really trying to be safe. We're really trying to make sure that we stay home as much as we should. Okay? I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys can tell your parents, if they don't speak English, what this video is about. Take the time to let them know what I had to say. And obviously you can share it with your parents as well. I look forward to doing more with you this week. Hopefully we will be doing some live video as well. And always remember, if you don't understand something, text me and let me know what it is that you're struggling with, and I will try to make time to help you. I have helped some students one-on-one, but I'm probably going to be helping more students in groups if you are struggling with anything that you are working on in the packet. Okay? All right, everyone. I missed you guys, and I hope all is well. And I do look forward to seeing you in person. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.